Vocabulary Kriya Benar by words form. And the last speaker is Mr.
laptop
with improving listening skill through bingo card in senior high school. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we start the presentation today, let us pray together. Pray start. Pray then. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will start the presentation today. We would appreciate if you would kindly switch your communication to silent mode. Without any further ado, the discussion will be directed by the moderator. Ms. Ekayani, the floor is yours.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the chance. As mentioned before, we have two speakers today who will present a paper in 15 minutes and followed by discussion in 10 minutes. Well, the first speaker, Mr. Ali Soyasna, with the title "The Use of Permanism Game as a Media for Teaching Grammar at 7th grade student of junior high school." Are you ready to present your paper? Okay, Mr. Ari, the floor is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Om
Swastiastu. Today I would like to explain the use of permanism game as media for teaching grammar at 7th grade of junior high school. English is not English not easy to be learned by students of the nation because students of the nation have to study their mother language first. The second student of the nation have to study Indonesian language, and the third student of the nation have to study English. English has a different structure and root in language. The different structure and root in language can be called as grammar. Grammar is one aspect of language which is very important because the grammar student can speak English well and student can well writing in English. In teaching grammar for students of the nation, there are three categories. The first one for young learners, adults and adults. For teaching grammar for adults and learners, especially in 7th grade students of junior high school, it's really very hard because the teacher have to teach the basic and intermediate grammar for the student. Sometimes when a teacher does not have media or strategy for teaching grammar, the student feel bored and difficult to comprehend the grammar. To avoid student feel bored and difficult to comprehend grammar, one of effective way to avoid that is game. Because game is a good media for learning the class, and in the game there is activity with the rules and goals and the element of one make the student active and encourage the students to be good achievement. This is the theory about Harddisk, and there are so many kinds of games that can be used for teaching grammar. But one of the innovative media that can be used for teaching grammar is permanism games. This presentation I would like to tell you what is the permanism game is, the benefit of using permanism games for teaching grammar, and last how to fix permanism game by using permanism games. Okay, the next. Okay, this is step of I want to explain about the permanism games. Okay, the first I would like to tell you about the nation of the grammar. Grammar as the structure of the language. Grammar come to mean the words structure and word arrangement at a given level at a time. Grammar as mechanism for producing sentence. This is the theory of Kalika and in 2003. And the other theory about according to Porter 1988 in video 2006, they state that grammar have the central role in the 4 language skills. There are 4 language skills. The first one, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And and listening and speaking, the grammar have the important part to expressing in spoken language and comprehend the language. And grammar of language can make the producing grammatically sentence and can be acceptable utterance in language. And then in reading, grammar have important roles to enable students to understanding sentence in sentence in a paragraph and text. While in writing, the grammar have important part to enable students to put their idea into good sentence and that can be understood. That can be understood they can make the student successful communicator in writing form. So the conclude grammar is mechanism for producing sentence, where the grammar have the central role in the 4 language skill, where the grammar can make student easy to speak English well and student can well writing in English. Okay, the next. Before that, do you get my point, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So before that, have you ever heard about permanent game before?
Nope.
No.
Okay, thank you. So today I want to tell you about the nature of permanent games. According to Right at all 2006, permanent game is mentioned card. This card containing the picture and sentence. And this game they use the language point emphasizes by the set of card analysis. And another theory, according to Lazar in Mujawati 2013, permanent is the name of the memory games where the student pick up the card, and if the student they think this card is matched, the student can give the comment. And the other theory, the state that Davis and Benson in Mujawati 2013. Permanent is a good media. The student can observing and student can mention the card. So the example permanent game is the one of innovative way to create as media for teaching grammar that can help students to be memory the sentence grammatically in this class. And student can practice in learning in the class. Okay. The next. Today I will tell you about the benefit of using permanent games. According to Brad et al., they state that there are 6 advantages of using permanent games. The first one, this game is easy to offer to the learners because this game can make the student easy to learn and student can memorize the sentence grammatically. And then the second, magic card only one prepare. This card they can use again and again if you laminate the card to be used a longer time. The next, it can be used in classroom. When you would like your student to be work and interact with others, you can use a permanent game for teaching the grammar. Can make student active in the groups. And then student active in give comment. When the student mention the card, and if the student think this card is met, the student have to give a comment to the other student. And then the next, the teacher more creative. Exactly, because teacher can make the example very close to the student to make student understand about the grammar, and teacher can make the variety of the cards. And then the last one, permanent game for focus to student center. In this game, the student can play in the group and they can matching the card and observing. And the student can memorize the sentence grammatically. And in this game, the teacher as a facilitator. Okay, next. Okay, how to teach using
Ini udah
permanent
bisa
games.
1 jam sih pegang.
First, the teacher has to be invite the student to become 3 or 4 groups. And then the teacher has to give the set of the card like this. And the teacher and the student have to be spread out the card with the position face of the card like that. So that the student be face down the card, so the student can see the picture and sentence grammatically in this card. And then the first player have to pick up two cards. If two cards is met, student have to give appropriate comment. For example, the first player have to be pick up one card. For example, like this card, the student pick up one card and the student pick up the card and the student see the apple. And then the student have to be memory this card and the student can face down the card and move on to the other card. If the student pick up the card again, okay, if pick up the card again, the student see this card like the sentence I eat an apple every day. So the student have to be match this card like this. I'm sorry. To be put this card and keep this card. And the student have to be give a comment to the other student. For example, okay, then I think this card and this card are matching. So what do you think about this card? So all students have to be answered. This card is matched. Yes. And then after that, if the student student pick up the card, if the card is not matching, the student have to be put the card with the same position, not randomly. So then the next player has a turn. This card and this continue until all the cards have been piled off, and the group who finish to most of the pile of the cards is the winner. Okay, so the I conclude permanent game is an important media for teaching grammar, because this game helps to students memorize the sentence grammatically, and students can understand about the grammar, and students can active in the class by using permanent games. Okay, I think that's all, and thank you very much for your attention.
That is the presentation for the first speaker. Now we move to the second speaker, Ms. Didiamkan, with entitled "The Implementation of Vocabulary to Young Learners by Ruang." Are you ready? Okay. Ms. Didiamkan, floor is yours. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now I would like to explain about the implementation of vocabulary to young learners by using word swap. Now I will. The first is introduction. Vocabulary is nowadays is the one of important things that use in the communication and writing in every day. Vocabulary is the one of term beside grammar and pronunciation. The vocabulary should be introduced as earlier as possible. In this case, vocabulary will learn from the young learner or the earlier age, because when the young learner have to say something, they should know about the vocabulary first. What is vocabulary for young learner? According to Cameron 2001, in 73, vocabulary is about learning words. The children not only to know about the kind of vocabulary or word, and also they have to know about the meaning and what they want to use. Vocabulary have to introduce to the young learner, because when the young learner want to say something or want to need something, they have to say for their parents or their teacher. one important thing that the young learner need, because in the young learner age, they have brain like sponge. They get anything about what they see and what they heard by the babysitter or the parent and the teacher. Absolutely. The next is, what is word swirl? Word swirl is consists of the word that in big letter and big size. According to cover and figure, high frequency word swirl are usually located in building word or word above the alphabet of the picture. And also the word wall is put in the classroom, in the classroom, and then the students can see about the word or vocabulary that want to explain by the teacher. Okay, this is the benefit of using word swap. The first is support the teacher of keyword and subject-specific terminology. In this case, the students can easily to identify the kind of the word consists of the topic. For the example, the word dog. This is consists of the topic of animal, and then or the vegetable and fruits and also flower or etc. The second is promote independence in reading and writing by building vocabulary. Before they have reading and writing, the students or young learner have to learn vocabulary first. This is in order to make the students or young learner enrich their vocabulary to the next step is reading or writing something. And then the third is provide visual clues and references for language learner. In this case, the students can see about their parents or their teacher, and then they have to know easily about what they see and what they heard. The last is how students remember connection between words and the concept. For the example, like I said before, when the word dogs, they know the kind of the word the dog is the kind of animals, and then they have to know about more topic than they see before.
Oh, quên 3 menit.
And the next is
Bunyi gong.
how to teach by using word swap. The first is the teacher the picture of the wall. The teacher has to and then the picture around the classroom, and then in the big size and big letter then around the classroom. In the whiteboard, the teacher has to put the animals, put the topic such as animals,
Orang Korea homo ya.
Animals, fruits, flower, and vegetable. And then the student have to choose the pictures and arrange the picture into the topic. And the teacher
Cari lang apa
assesses
dia?
based on the appropriateness between topic and the picture.
Ingat lo nggak sih?
In this case, the teacher has to assess
Ada dia
the
yang jelas.
student's work by see the topic that the students do, and then the teacher clarifying between the topic and the teacher that mistake. In this case, the students have to learn about what the kind of the topic and the students can remember what the topic is focused about the picture. And the last conclusion, vocabulary is important to every to the people, especially for young learners. Vocabulary is the basic one, the basic chunk of the English learning and teaching process. The young learner have to easy to remember and understanding about the vocabulary because they have in the young learner age they have golden age to easy to remember about the vocabulary and the word. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you for the attention. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is the presentation from the second speaker. Now we are going to the third speaker, Mr. Adi Rasa, with the title Improving Listening Skills Through Bingo Card in Senior High School Students. Are you ready? Mr. Adi, the floor is yours.
Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen.
Guys kontak ke sana sini ya. Guys kontaknya ke sana sini ya. Eye contact is in rapid moving.
As you know, listening is the basic skill that
Serius
we have
atau langsungin too much
be
eye contact.
mastered because
Ada lah.
before we able to
Jelas.
we have to listen
Random.
first and then we are able to choose the sounds, right? In listening, this is not an easy job because in Thailand in 2008, listening is a process to comprehend an oral sign. That means attention and interpretation. It means that listening needs full attention and full concentration to get the full information or get the whole part of the information itself. And then there are process of getting the information. In undergrad 2002, I say that there are two processes. The first one is top down. The top down means that the listener use their prior knowledge. In this prior knowledge, they just see the context or the topic only to get information. And the second one is the bottom up. It means that the listener use the linguistic knowledge to get the information. In this case, it would be better if we combine both of them to get both of them the process to get the better information. And then how to teach listening in the senior high school, because in senior high school, when I was in senior high school, I feel bored when the teacher just give a song and then we just fill in the blank. And here I would like to introduce the innovative way. It is a bingo card. Bingo game, according to law 2006, bingo game is a game is played by a small or a large group in which the group who the first complete the work, then they should close out the bingo. So he is the winner. In this case, what are the meaning of the bingo card? This is the bingo card, the example of the bingo card. So this media consists of words or sentences or picture inside. Then the teacher should provide the question that the answer is inside this bingo card. For the students who, for example, for teaching, describing. So the describing an animal. The teacher will describe something related to the animal. For the example is cat inside the bingo card. And then the teacher describes the description of the cat without saying it is a cat. So the student should cross or circle the answer until they build a pattern, a diagonal or the vertical pattern. And the next, and this is kind of bingo games. According to Finch 2006, the first is picture bingo. It means that the teacher gives the picture to the students, and the students decide which word is related to the picture. And then word bingo is the teacher gives a clue to the students. For example, the clue of sport which has a ball inside. So the students should find the words related to sport with ball, and then they should cross or circle the answer. And then the synonym bingo. You know that the synonym is the same meaning and then have a different word, right? In this case, the teacher say the words. For example, is in. So the student should find the same meaning of in the bingo card. And then the antonym is the opposite. It's like synonym. And translation bingo is the teacher gives the Indonesian word, and then the student should
Lagi ngeliat itu
translate it into English.
mana sih?
And then matching bingo.
Oh bukan.
It seems like picture bingo, but
Random eye contact.
it should be matched for the
Suka
first
kasih
is
nawan.
sport or something like
Mana-mana
animal,
gitu.
which match with the word in the bingo card. And then 20 question bingo, the teacher provide the 20 question and give the topic. So the inside of the bingo card, so there is the answer of the 20 questions. And then the riddle bingo, this is the game of words. So it can be a game of vocabulary. It is the teacher shares the meaning of the words, and then the student decides which word is matched to the description that teacher said. And then the last is idiom. And it seems like riddle. The teacher should describe what the idiom without saying the idiom itself. And then the student should find and circle the answer in the bingo card. Next. How to implement bingo card in the class. The first is prepare bingo card, and then the audio to support the lesson. The first thing is you prepare the bingo card, which is provide the answer inside, and then have and divide the class into several groups, and then the teacher plays the audio which has a topic, and then the students should answer the question, and before that the teacher should provide the question related to the topic which is played in the audio. And then the student should listen to the audio and then see the question which is has a relation with the bingo card. Next. And here are the advantages of bingo games. The first is suitable for all age, or in this case, it is suitable for every level of students. and motivation will motivate the students to learn listening English or listening and cooperate with each other. It means that the students will be try to work in a team or work in a good team. And the last is active. So the student will be active to listen to the audio and answer the questions. And this advantage is difficult to be controlled because it will be compete to each other, and they will someone have not clear listen and someone else that have done, so they will be difficult to control. Next conclusion is listening is useful and basic. So we have to be able to make the student active and interesting in listening lesson. So in this case, bingo card is the innovative way to teach listening. That's all. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that are the presentation from our speakers. Once again, give a big applause for our speakers. Now, in discussion session, there will be 3 questions for our speaker, in which 1 question for each speaker. And for the audiences who would like to ask question, raise your hand first, then state your name. For the first speaker, who would like to ask a question? Yes, the boy with black clothes.
Okay, my name is Tony. I would like to ask about. I'm going to ask you about your game. Could you tell me about how the way you teach game for the students? And the second one is this game appropriate to teach adult learner? Thank you.
Mr. Edisi, that's what I'm going to presentation.
Okay, thank you, Oli, for your So, how to teach Rama's game for the students 7 grades of high school? The first student have to be required to learn to make the group 4 or 5, 3 or 4 groups. And after that, the student, the teacher asks the student to be spread out the card with the position face of the card. Face of the card, so that student can see and memory the
Memorize.
and after that, the teacher invite the student to be to make the card, and then the spread of the card with the position based on the card. This is the make the position based on the card. Okay. Based on the card, and then so that student cannot see the picture and the sentence grammatically in here. If and then the first player have to be pick up the 1 card, for example, in this position. When the student face the card, the student see picture like apple, and then the face down again, and move to another picture, another card. When the student pick up 1 card again in this position, when the student face up the question like this sentence, I eat apple every day. So this card and this card have the pairs because this picture is apple and this sentence is the use grammatically sentence by using I eat apple every day. So the student have to be give the card and give comment, appropriate comment to the other student, so that student can agree with this game, with this matching the card. And then if the student matching the card with the student pick up the card, if the if the student they think it is not match matching, so the student have to be put again with this position, with the same position. Okay, until this card and this continue until all the card have been paired. I have a pair of and the group who have most pair of card is the same. So this game term answer is really appropriate for student adolescent, especially in second grade, second junior high school. But this game is not really appropriate for the adults students like senior high school because teaching grammar for adults is not really appropriate for using games. Because this is the in senior high school is different level to teaching grammar. Maybe with the seriously for teaching grammar and use the formula about this game. Okay, can you receive it?
Good. I agree. Oke dia. Intinya cocok sih. Cek. Buat saya.
Can you show me the media called Words Wall? And is it easy to be found in the disadvantaged school? Can you show me the media called Words Wall? And is it easy to be found in a disadvantaged school?
Kerekam tahu.
But I can draw the media.
Bisa mulai. Berat. Aku seminggu lagi masih ada kelompok depan udah.
So first, the teacher has to put the words wall.
Pangannya kenangan.
For the example, the kind of animal, dog. And then this is the little picture. I dog. I'm sorry, I cannot draw.
Iya.
Okay, this is dog, and then the teacher has to put the kind of word like this in the around the classroom. For example, the dog or the kind of vegetable, the kind of fruit or the kind of flower. Okay, we have to put the picture here, a little picture here, and then the word is largest more than the picture. And then after that, the teacher has to put the column in the whiteboard, and then they have to the teacher has to write down the kind of animals, fruit or vegetables, like this, and then the
Okay, I'm not okay with the information. Look at the theory. Keep looking at the theory. Keep reading at the theory. No explanation is not like in the theory. So that's why I go to read. Let's go on. Is it only one word? There's not only one word previously, right? Not only one word. There are a lot of words. You cannot even master your own theory. Before you answer the question given by your friends, you should go back to the theory and then give the explanation. Otherwise, it's confusing to all of us. You only give an example of one word with one picture, and then later on, you further explain this kind of thing. How come? Where does it come from? Where do they come from? You understand what I mean? We have to stick to the theory, right? What's wall? So there is a wall, which consists of a lot of two words. Not only one picture, not only one word, but a lot of two words. Yeah? But how to use it, you have to prepare yourself by you can put in a slide the example not by saying, but actually I do not bring this kind of. You propose that to the audience and you have to be ready for that. So otherwise, it takes a lot of time to prepare, to draw. Of course, you can do it. But the explanation is not as what the theory says. That's the main thing. Thank you for your explanation. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
For the next question, for the third speaker, who would like to ask the third speaker? Yes.
Thank you for the time. I would like to ask you the first. The disadvantage of bingo game is bingo game is difficult to be controlled, right? The first question is what does it mean? And then the second, if bingo game difficult to be controlled, what is your solution to solve it? Get that?
Is there any other answer?
You look similar to my but it's okay, you are much younger.
Okay, thank you for the question. It's difficult to be controlled because it is listening, right? The help students and the student will divide it into several groups. So, in one group, maybe they heard the sound clearly, and maybe the others group will not hear the sound clearly. So the don't not hear clearly groups will ask to the teacher to repeat again. But in this case, the teacher just only repeat the topic one time. And then what is the solution? I think it is the teacher should give a clear topic and then clear sound, and then the whole student then can hear the sound.
Sound. Exactly the same as my uncle.
Yes, great.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our presentation and discussion today. Now it's time for no technical during the competition for distributing our money.
As we know, demand semacam kompetensi untuk dengan teacher. One of the four competency is pedagogy competence. Pedagogy competence is the ability of a teacher, using media and study. That's our just speaker today. I'll explain some innovative strategy in media in this way. Next, just getting material. Speaker one, assessment. Use management media for teaching grammar and second grade. It has some benefits. The first one is passive. Students learning, and the second one is most easily learn grammar, and the third one is quantitative learning. And second speaker assessment, the implementation of vocabulary. This strategy emphasizes all teaching vocabulary for your learners. One strategy. It has some benefits. The first one is supporting teaching of keywords and subject-specific theory. And the second one is independence in reading and finding by reading vocabulary. The third one is provide a visual views and grounds for the learner. And for the fourth is help students remember between concept and words. And then for the third speaker, as explained, improving listening skill by reading vocal during high school. This strategy emphasizes all people listening skill. It has some benefits. For the first is motivate students, and the second one is to be student to be more active, and the last is cooperative with each other. Okay, three of them are very useful and important strategy for teacher to enhance the skill in the classroom. Okay, I think it's time for the conclusion. For the next webinar,
Hopefully it will be beneficial for all of us, and for the next agenda, I will back to the end.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the end of the seminar. And as a master of the ceremony, I do apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you very much for our honorable supervisors, for your guidance, and thank you. And thank you for all of the speakers for valuable information, and thank you for all of the audience for their participation.
Before you give your assessment, I just want to make my general answer. First, this is something to do with the writing. Ya, sekarang berapa dikasih sudah saya kasih video ya? Apakah dia 90, 100, silakan aja. Ya.
Okay, for the first speaker, for the first president, I give a score 88 because he has closed the media, he has good preparation for the media. And for the PowerPoint, he make a PowerPoint clearly, so that you put the theory
Gelap.
And for the second mastery of content, I did more, but I did 86. Because you can explain the strategy to the media, also you can elaborate the theory of the conflict, and you can create examples of conflict.
Wih,
And third for delivery,
Jani satu kan kartu kumpul gue. Oh, tukar-tukaran skill.
and so you have so many
Jam. Konser ya? Ini Abi buka panti pijat. Ini Abi dari guru biologi. Rekam terus. Ih, susu basi sih dar. Susu basi sih dar.
It's very hard to say that. Give it to me. Give it to me. So, the strategy is appropriate for which level, my dear?
For this game is appropriate for young learners and adolescent learners. Because
Adolescent.
adolescent learners.
Who are the adolescents?
Because this game is
In the school level, who are junior high school? Why is it junior high school?
because this is a great grammar is really this game is teaching for grammar for it's only updated grammar for this I think this is really appropriate for teaching this and reading grammar.
Oh, okay.
Ada di sekitar habis.
For the second presenter, for preparedness, I give 84 because the title in the PowerPoint different with what they explain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what is in the PowerPoint?
In the title, she implement the color stick, and then in the PowerPoint, she
What is the title of the PowerPoint?
the implementation of vocabulary for young learner using color stick.
Then this is another illogical mistake. You have to check your PowerPoint presentation before coming to the classroom, ya kan? Bodoh lah itu menunjukkan kesalahan fatal. Sama audiens sampai color stick dipulih. Kalau gitu, padahal kita berdua, kok bisa? Nah itu harusnya kan ngecek. Ini kan belajar lagi loh. You know?
And then I think she can bold the text in PowerPoint to make it more clear because the letter is too thin, too small, too thin. not too small, too thin. It is
Thin is not.
Tutin,
Thin is small. Is it small?
no,
tulen.
not too small but too thin.
Kembali ke Tutin.
The problem is that whether it is easy to be read. Anyway, master of content.
Master of content, I think she not ready enough because she often look the PowerPoint, especially when she present about the step to teach word wall. And then for the delivery verbal and non-verbal skill, her body language, her body movement is good, but her eyes contact go around. Yeah, not focus to the audience. And for I give her 85, and then for yeah, for delivery verbal and non-verbal.
I don't think so. I don't agree with you.
Okay.
That's a very maximum score. It sounds to me that it's really good in it. But for me, no, I'm so sorry to tell you. But it's okay, you respect your friend.
Okay. And for performance, I give her 86 because they look enthusiastic to present their material, and her sound can be heard by all, but she not comprehend the material at all.
Comprehension is more important rather than the spirit and the energy. Because you are presenting, you have to master everything. So much language, things,
Okay, for ability to
Merah
answer
menggoda,
the question, I give her 83 because her explanation when answer the question is good and clear, although she not explain the answer but based with her presentation. She not explain the answer.
She explained. Of course she explained.
No, she answer the question good and clear, I think.
She explained good.
Yeah.
She explained she answers
The answer.
where,
Yeah.
not good.
Well, okay.
Alright, thank you for your assessment.
Cantik bang.
Okay.
Okay, I will assess Adis' performance. For the preparedness, I give him 87 because his media is clear and about to be seen by all of the audience, in the slide which shows the examples of bingo card, it's not really clear enough to be seen. And then there is a slide which attach the advantage and disadvantage of bingo card. You put the advantage word in the centers of the slide. Meanwhile, the word disadvantage you put it in the really left side and then not both at all. Okay, for the mastery of content, I give him 85 because although he sometimes saw the PowerPoint, but I think he was able to paraphrase the words that he meant in the PowerPoint.
But the problem is that you have to be consistent with the theories. Which one is which then? Here it was two. Whether it is bingo game, bingo card game, bingo lecture, which erase it. And for me, it is not really good. Even though you try to be good. But the concept is not yet clear. Which here it is two. So then, I'm sorry to tell you the truth, like, you cannot deserve to get the highest mark, even A is the highest mark. Whichever A is still 85 is A. really sorry. That's what I told you before. If you miss the concept, it means that you do not master beyond upon your own material. And I should say this clearly to all of you, because this is an academic writing, this is an academic speaking. You have to be consistent with the theory as well as the theory. Yeah? It's just that. It's not involved in disagreement, but it's okay. You respect your friends. It's okay. Number 3.
Okay, for the delivery verbal and non-verbal communication skills, I give him 86 because he was really clear in delivering his material without any significant fillers. And yes, and then he was really good in delivering his material. And then for the performance, to be honest, I'm really confused to give score to him because for the appearance he was really well addressed, and then he was interesting, and then always smiled to the audience. But for the comprehension for the delivering the material, I think I should give you 85 for the performance.
I get an 82 as well. Comprehension, I get is more important than another, because this is something you get the content that you share. Go on.
And then for the last ability to answer questions, I give him 84 because he was able to explain the answers of what has been asked by Pandey. But when look at the Pandey's face, I think Pandey still did not get what Pandey said.
Yeah, I'm also thinking a lot about how Bingo game is used to senior high school students to teach vocabulary. And I do not agree totally with this concept. This is a very significant problem actually. Even though you teach listening to the students, but most importantly, by looking at your